In this quick video, I will show you how Blender deals with files. Files, I mean the blend file and, for example, all these textures, etc. And this is very important to understand when you want to archive your project, move your project between different computers, for example. And everything what I show you here is, well, I show you how this is done in Blender, is not unique to Blender. For example, Adobe InDesign deals the same way with the assets. So I will open this blend file and do a rendering, and there we are. Beautiful. Now, let's actually make a copy, and I move this away to a different folder, load it, all looks good. Oh, look at that. Something is missing. So the magenta is a warning color to tell you that, well, something is missing. They do not find these files. So when I go to here, File, External Data, and say Find Missing Files, report missing files first, clicked on here, there it tells us all these files are missing. So for example, look, it says user, my name, desktop, because I moved the file to the desktop, and inside the blend file, the path for these images was set to be the same path where also the original file is. So when I actually here go ahead and say open the image editor, because here I can open an image, see nothing is showing up. There it tells me // and then the file name. So this image should be the same directory where this blend file is. Okay. So what you see here right now is also the project folder with all these images in it. A little bit chaotic. Let's clean this up. So all this I drag in there. And then let's start this one more time and to render. Oh, well, same thing, because again, here's my blend file, and on the same level, the images are not there. They're now inside this folder. So what we can do is we tell Blender find the missing files. They're here. And do this for all. There, fixed. And again, this would be the same also in InDesign. Now, why is this actually kind of useful to do it this way? In SketchUp, for example, when you insert an image, then it will be copied right into the SketchUp file. Well, the advantage of what SketchUp does is you only have one document to move around, but you can't really manipulate the textures anymore. So what I mean is here I have an image which I can select. And here we will do it this way. I will just open this in preview, and then I will add something to there. There. Very good. And then I will save this. Okay, so there it is. Now when we go to Blender, when I stop the rendering and restart the rendering, you see there is the piece now. It showed up. And you see? So when I go back to here and delete this and save, now it's gone. And here when I go to image editor and I will open the girl, there you see now it's gone too, because it just reloaded that image. There. So you see the advantage actually of doing it this way. You have access to the images on your desktop. You can manipulate them. You do not have to re-import them all the time. And that's something actually you would need to do with SketchUp. Now, to move everything between computers or to your backup or whatever, you want to move the whole folder, so the project folder, including all your assets and your blend file in it. But what if you are ready to just do a rendering and you would like to move this to a render PC over the internet, which becomes more and more very common too to do? Then we can do actually the following. So I do not want to overwrite actually my original file. So, and if you want to work this way, you can also do this from the beginning. It's really up to you. But what we will do now is we will say pack resources, or you can also say automatically, then whenever you add the texture, it will be copied into the blend file. So pack, 3 files packed. So they got in. And now I will say save copy, desktop. And there you see 1.7, 1.1. So this file has actually all the images built in. You see, perfect. What if now we would like to change actually this image? Easy. 2 ways to do this. We could go to him in the image editor, and then here you see now this is a box. We could click it, and then we could say remove, create the texture. You look, it creates a new folder, textures. Now I will do it this one time, and you see it created a folder with this image in it. Or we could even go to here and say unpack resources. And then, right, there are various options. Write files, nope. Yeah, let's say it this way. Suck. So what did it do? It did everything. So there you see, there are all the 3 images. Very good. Okay, so that basically sums up everything, how assets are being dealt with in Blender. And then when you have to move them between different computers or backup storage, then you know which way is the best one to do. Now, if you ask me from the beginning, which way do you want to work with? I find what you see here right now, you have one project folder, your blend file, and your textures folder, honestly to be the best, because I have access to all these images. You can, from the beginning, work with packing the images in. That's easier in terms of moving things to a render farm. And you can always later unpack them as you see. So I honestly would work this way, and then for rendering, if we have to, or move it onto a school computer via VPN or Splashtop, then you could use this process.